Cliff's Corner. In this episode, Cliff demonstrates fire skills.
Building the fire. I've assembled all my fire-making wood here. Remember, tinder should be no thicker than the thickness of a match. These were the shavings we cut just a second ago. Next to the shavings, I've also made a couple of what woodsmen call fuzz sticks. This really isn't necessary, but it's just a classy way to ensure your fire will go on the first match. You just shave some little shavings off the side of a couple of sticks, and you have your fuzz sticks. Some people actually make fuzz sticks ahead of time, put them in a plastic bag, and carry them along on their trips as a quick, fast method of getting tinder to start their fires. Then I have a little bit bigger kindling over here, finally to bigger stuff over here. Now I really don't need anything bigger than this at this time. I want to get the fire going, then I can worry about piling on what we call fuel, which is very big stuff indeed. Now I'm going to talk as I work. Smoke is nature's way of saying you're smothering me. The object of the game is to build a smoke-free blaze. I'm going to begin by placing 3 support sticks across a base. Now this is a parallel base. The wind is actually hitting me in the back of the head right now, so it's going to be blowing through my fire this way. If I light my fire on this end, my fire should take off in this direction. Here's 1 support stick, 2 support sticks, and 3 support sticks. Now the support sticks are placed just far enough apart to support the tinder. You want a relatively small tinder box. When I teach this, I tell people to take a thumb and middle finger and make an O. That's the size of your tinder box. In other words, when you light the match is going to ignite a very small area, about the size of a dime. There's no sense in spreading your tinder box out wide. Beginners do that. They make these huge tinder boxes. The match is only going to ignite a very small spot. A tinder box the size of roughly a silver dollar is big enough. When I place the O over my 3 support sticks, you'll see that that is about the size I want. Next rule. If you put wood on a fire, pieces of wood on a fire, parallel to one another, it will produce a chimney effect and create a draw. So everything we put on the fire, we want to put side by side, parallel to one another. We can do a number of shavings this way, then we'll go back the other way. Now an experienced fire builder at this point would probably just heap these shavings on top in a big ball and throw the match underneath, and away it would go. But hey, this is a survival fire, and we are assuming we only have 1 match, and it better count. Remember, the shavings are very small, no thicker than the thickness of a match. If you run into one that's a little thick, no big deal. We can just cut it down a little bit and thin it out. There's a little thinner one now. You cannot have tinder that is too thin, but you can certainly have tinder that's too thick. I'm going to go back and forth on this, and I'm building up my tinder box to a thickness of about ½ an inch. The rule of thumb is anything you set on a fire, when you set 2 pieces of wood parallel to each other on a fire, you must be able to see light between them. If you don't see light between them, you're going to wind up with a smoky blaze. Now that's probably enough shavings at this point. May the wind be at your back as you explore new places, and may you care enough to preserve the wild and wilderness for all who follow.
Thank you for watching Cliff's Corner. If you would like to see more content by Cliff, please subscribe to my channel. If you would like to purchase the Forgotten Skills video, go to Cliff's website, cliffcanoe.com. Or scan this QR code to go directly to Cliff's site. I want to thank Dan Nestor for permission to use his music. Stay tuned for more episodes from Cliff as he shares his tips to help make your camping experience more enjoyable.